Hey guys, it's your girl Marielle. Welcome back to my channel, Friday Night Light Movie Reviews, where we do reviews and reactions to other digital content, movies, and TV shows. If you are already here, won't you go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Please share this video with your friends and family. Let's get this channel to the 400 subscribers. That's our new goal. And chat with me. Hook up with me on my other digital platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Those links will be put down in the description bar below. So as you know, it is 31 days of Halloween, and we're going to be doing new and throwback movies for this month. And today's movie is Poltergeist II, The Other Side, which is directed by Brian Gibson and based on the characters from Steven Spielberg. So we already know, you hear Steven Spielberg, you automatically think, okay, this is gonna be a worthy watch. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. We're gonna see where it falls in our pumpkins, if it's still really good as I viewed it when I was a kid, or if it's kind of corny, and then see if I recommend you guys pulling it out of the vault and watching it, because I do believe it's on Hulu and HBO Max. If you have those streaming services, you can catch all three of those movies. And for the ones who haven't seen it, this will be a recommendation on whether I think it's worth for you to watch. So let's just talk about the highs and the lows about this movie. So let's go. So the movie is starring Heather O'Rourke. She plays Carol Ann. Then there's Jo Beth Williams, who plays the mom, Craig T. Nelson, that plays the dad, and Zelda Rubinstein, I think that's how you say her name. She plays Tangina. She's the lady, the short, small lady that says, "This house is clean." Okay, so I know I probably should have started with the first one, but I really left off on the second one, so we're just going to talk about that. So from the first one, I'll just give you a little backstory. The father is a construction guy who sells homes, pre-made homes, I guess that's how you say it. And come to find out, the construction company built the homes on a sacred burial ground, and all they did was move the headstones. They didn't move the bodies. So all of a sudden, these weird paranormal things start happening, and it affects Carol Ann the most. I always say that because the younger you are, the purer you are, you have all this innocence, it's easy to attach to a child, you know? So at the end of that movie, their house is destroyed and they go move in with her mother. And that's what leads us to this movie. And the plot is that they escaped the old house. They thought everything was done and was left behind. But surely Tangina and a shaman named Taylor felt that the evil was still there and it was still chasing after Carol Ann. So they tried to reach them before all the bad things happened. And just like in the first one, you know, they're doing everything at all costs to protect their family. So that's pretty much the plot of this second one. I'm just going to be talking about my favorite scenes and the things that I didn't like and the things that I did like. So what I really did like is that they kept the continuity from the first one to the second one. Yes, the oldest daughter wasn't in it, but in the first one, she was a senior in high school, so it makes more sense that she's away at college. They kept all the characters the same. I love when continuity is kept up in when people do trilogies or a series of movies. So that was right out the gate. Steven Spielberg, I mean, this movie came out in 1986. By the time I saw it, it was in the 90s because I was way too small to be trying to watch Poltergeist in 1986. So with the green screen, I can't even say CGI, but all of the cool things that were happening in this movie in 1986 says a whole lot about Steven Spielberg and where his mind goes. Because looking at spirits, watching little animals turn into evil animals, it's super cool, and it wasn't corny. I mean, yes, there was a part of the movie where you kind of saw the string if you was really paying attention, but as a kid, you're not paying attention to that. You scared of what's going to happen next. So I really liked that about all of these movies. And again, for a movie that was done in the 80s, it was done bomb. So my first favorite scene is when the shaman Taylor comes to the home, and they're trying to fight it, and he's like, everywhere you go the evil is gonna lurk, you got to get rid of it, we got to get rid of it, like that. So Tangina sends him, and then there's a part where we see this creepy evil man who's passing himself off as a Reverend Kane, who only Carol Ann at the time could see. And then the mom saw him, but notice the little brother didn't. So this leads us to the next scene where the grandma was like, Carol Ann, can you pass me a ball of yarn? She's not looking, and she's asking for the colors, and she's knowing how to get it. So the mom asks Carol Ann, do you see things that most people don't see? Do you hear things that most people don't hear? Like, she's like, it's okay. And she goes, yes, don't worry about it, because grandma is the same way. People call it intuition. I call it our gift. Now, mind you, the mom was so excited in the first one, all this weird shit was happening until her daughter was taken. The grandma is telling her daughter, like, look, you cannot deny your gift. It's going to help you in the long run to fight whatever this is. Your daughter is gifted. She can see colors through her hands. She can see things. She can hear things. This is why it attacked her first. The mom is still straight denying it. The freakiest scene to me was when the dad drank the tequila because he was just tired. He drank the worm in the tequila. He gets up, he goes upstairs, he's trying to get him some nookie, and the wife was like, nah, get out of here. He yells at Carol Ann. She goes into her room, and he just starts sounding like Reverend Cain, this evil spirit. And the wife was like, get off of me, this is not my husband. And she's smacking him, and she's fighting him. There's a part where he starts to fight himself when she keeps constantly telling him, I love you, I always love you. This man throws up. The worm, mind you, starts this small, the size of my nail. He's throwing this evil thing up. It looks like Afterbirth. If you guys Google Afterbirth, then watch Poltergeist, you're going to be like, Marielle, you was right. That looked like Afterbirth. It was so gross. And it just kind of like morphed into this evil kind of skeleton animal, which was so freaking scary. My daughter was freaking out. And this was in 1986, and that morphine looks so dope. But anyway, I really do like the moral of this story, though, because yes, the evil gets in. And the reason why the evil was able to be fought is because Carol Ann's mom didn't deny her gift. She kept yelling at her mother like, I don't want to talk about it. It's not fun to be this gifted. I don't want my daughter to be gifted either. And the mother was like, you're going to have to do it. Until Tangina get in her ass and was like, this is not going to go away. Tell me what you see. I only see this. I only see that. That's the moral. The moral is you cannot deny your gifts. And if you deny your gifts, it is a portal to open up to you for evil, to try to tell you don't need these gifts, or to try to tell you these gifts are meant for this, when we deny the things that we aren't. So, I mean, it was dope. So also, I really like the cave scene where she was telling Tangina about the dream, and she saw all of the acting was superb. He was a reverend who gathered people like in a cult and was trying to tell him if they do this, they'll be set into paradise, accepted into glory. And he was just a murderer. And that was the people that were buried under that cave, also along with other people. So when everything happened, they kind of set them free, and Tangina helped them with that. So Carol Ann, she beat it. The mom finally accepted her gifts and everything like that. Now, that's not the end of this movie. I do apologize. You know me, I always don't like to give away spoilers, but I had to really give you a good reaction and a good review to this movie. So overall, I'm giving Poltergeist 2 4 pumpkins, because I mean, it is a little bit corny and unrealistic in certain scenes, so I had to drop a pumpkin for that. But as far as suspense and horror and psychological, dealing with paranormal, dealing with earthly stuff and spiritual stuff. It was great. So I think this is a worthy rewatch for the Halloween season. And if you've never seen Poltergeist, I definitely recommend you guys to watch it. Again, it's showing on Hulu and HBO Max. If you have those streaming services, definitely check it out. I will say, if you're a little bit jumpy, just prepare yourself, because Steven Spielberg in this Poltergeist, he knew exactly when and where to put these jump scenes. So we are at the end of this video, guys. Thank you for staying with me and listening and watching my video. And as always, stay safe, be courageous, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.